Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Thursday, the 18th of May. This is our weekly recap. It's weekly because I'm taking tomorrow off. For members, I will post stuff in the morning, do the video. I will do our morning setups with you guys live at 9 o'clock until 9:30. And then shortly after 9:30, I'll be out, but I'll leave screens up with flow and news on it for you guys. So what's going on here? First of all, if you want to know more about me, smartoptiontrading.com, link in the description below. You can join us for $25 for the first 30 days and see if we are a fit for you. We have a live trading room, we use Zoom, we have private Twitter, we have it all. So let's talk about this week as the SPY just took out the highs here. You know, this week got off to a very tough start and the continuation of this very elongated trading range had been going on for a while, better part of 6+ weeks. And the 8 days coming into yesterday were just very, very difficult. How difficult? Monday, I basically broke even, but the last 2 days have been incredible. And what happened here is we got a break of this downtrend yesterday on basically talk that McCarthy and Biden are inching towards a debt ceiling deal. And that looks like that'll take place sometime this weekend or early next week and go for a vote to the floor. And we had a big move off of that, and you have an extension today. And we have basically no data this week. Very quiet week. What you need to know here right now, if you're trading this, is that volume's been okay. The last 2 days has been decent. We are taking out this candle right here is the next one we just came into here, and that is, where did I put my mouse? I moved it. That's why it didn't make sense. 418.31, right? And then above that, you're going to see a gap here at 419.71. That's a $2 gap. And the 52-week high is 431.73 on the SPY. I'm pointing all this out for a reason. You know, there's a lot of people who are short this market here. There's a lot of cash on the sidelines, and FOMO can kick in. Now, next week, we do have some names in earnings like NVDA. We have GDP on Wednesday, I think, and PCE on Friday. Friday is also going to be very slow. After the PCE in the morning, we go into the Memorial Day holiday. It's a 3-day weekend. So we have the holiday week coming up next week as well. You know, if this market wants to continue to melt up, it's got the room to do it. It is not hot. It's not heated in any way, shape, or form. What else is going on? Let's talk the Qs before we get into individual names. The Qs here are leading, and if you're not paying attention, the Qs here today, 434.42 was the 52-week high. It has taken that out and said, sayonara, see you, and is pushing back up. The Qs, which were beaten to hell last year, are pushing up. And we've broadened out our participation. The banks are starting to participate. Energy's participating a bit. You know, this is all good to see. Even CAT tried to bounce a little bit here. So let's talk about some interesting things to also watch. Home Depot had horrific earnings and guidance the other day. They bought that back. Same thing with Target. They bought that. They put it back down today. Walmart was also pretty good today. The good news here is to see is that most of these names with bad earnings are buying back. Cisco, similar. Look at the size of this candle. So let's talk about what's been in play this week and what's been good and what's not hasn't been. You know, it was a tough week. Tesla coming into their event, very, very quiet Monday and Tuesday, and there's the event on Wednesday, and there's the push, and there's Thursday today, last 2 days, and back to the top of this range. Going to be testing the 50-day. We traded Tesla multiple times here. It was on our focus list on Wednesday, yesterday, and today, and you know, nice little push up here and made some money. NVIDIA has given nice trades, broke out of this range, nice extension up here into the 318 area. What you need to be aware of on NVIDIA, which has earnings next week, there is not a lot of resistance up here to the all-time high of 346.47. AMD said, don't forget about me. Nice range break here. It's coming back up to this 109.47 area. That's its next spot. In general, the semis woke back up. Big move on the SMHs. If you weren't with us yesterday, we bought Micron calls into the close yesterday. Micron with a big move today. That paid off nicely. Traded that with stock and the calls. Meta here breaking out. Meta breaking out of the earnings range. What's so special about this? Meta at 248 area has this big monstrous gap here from earnings. It's running into that. Apple just took out its earnings high. What's important about this? Here's the recent 52-week high right here at 176. It's getting close, and then the all-time high at 182.94. So, you know, I know a lot of people out there are bearish. A lot of people out there are saying this market can't keep going. Well, you know, play the action. The action is saying differently here. Apple pushing up. Google had an incredible week. Look at the size of the move on this one. This one's just putting in a new 52-week high. Amazon has been very strong despite being maligned. And we know if you were with us this morning, we called out Netflix before the market opened saying this was a strong one. We traded this today. Big move here. 379.43 is your next target there. I mean, zoom in on this. Look at the size of this gap and go on Netflix today. You know, everybody wants to complain about this market, and it's been a very difficult market, but the market's been giving trades for the last couple of weeks, and the big tech names we know and love, and some of them are breaking out now, and people are sitting on the sidelines saying, I don't believe this, it's going to fail, this is too fishy. Well, you're missing out, and by the time you jump in, it's going to be too late. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll catch you bright and early in the room on Monday. For members, I'll get the room up. I'll talk to you guys at 9 to 9:30, and then I'm out of there.